Hello, please give us a few minutes and we are going to get started. Please comment where you are connecting from. Also, put on the chat on the comment if you can be able to hear my voice. We are going to get started shortly. Where are you connecting from? What is your expectation? What are some of the things you want to learn tonight? So put on the chat or the comment section.
Let me animate.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Let's get started in a countdown here. We have people who are watching us.
Ah, yes, Sam. I'm here now. Sorry for that.
Kindly get started. We are live. We have people who are connecting from Nairobi. Rose, welcome. Uh, take it. You can get started.
I start immediately.
Yes, we are live.
You're all welcome. Uh, it's good to have you here for today's training, and I'm sure we will all run. My name is Grace Moroki from Uplift Management, and tonight we'll be running and discovering 4 underground secrets you can use to stay profitable during an economic crisis. I understand all of us are in different seasons in business, and we'll be trying to cover up and to have all of us understand. So you're welcome to join us, and I hope all of us will learn something. Now, we'll start by trying to understand the economic times that we are in. Because all of us are in different seasons, but it's also good to understand the what is happening aloud in the world of business. It's also good to understand the different sectors that are the many things that are happening. So let's get started. Every business whether a startup or an established business goes through the following stages at some point in their operations. That means that regardless of what you're experiencing in your business, it is not limited to you as a person, it is not limited to your business. Whether the businesses allowed you are large enterprises, whether they are small enterprises, everyone experiences these stages, but how you come out of them or how you benefit from them is the difference. So the first stage in the business life cycle is the launch, start, or the initial stage. This is the stage that when you're starting a business, maybe you have launched something or you feel like you are ready to operate something. This is the stage that everyone starts from. So and because we are all business people, my understanding, or if you are here, it means you are ready to start your business. It's either you are in this stage trying to register, or you have already registered and you have already moved even maybe to the second stage. So the second stage in the business life cycle, it is the growth stage. This is where you have established your business, you know who your customers are, you have already started operating, and there's growth in terms of sales, in terms of the customers who are sliding into your business, and things are learning out and moving on well. Mostly this is a stage that has positive experiences, and it seems to give you hope in terms of the business will thrive, or the business will be sustained for the rest of the season, that regardless of the season that is happening. So that stage in business life cycle, it is the shakeout stage, and this is the stage that comes where now that you have established your business, things starts happening. For example, the COVID-19 hit the globe, and it affected the businesses, and so everyone in the business world was affected. It is not something limited to your business. It is not something limited to your area of operation, but it strikes even like the COVID-19 globally, and you have no control over it. Nevertheless, it might it might be a shakeout, but you might come out of it positively or negatively. Then from there's the maturity stage. Maturity stage is for those businesses which have survived the shakeout stage. For example, the COVID-19, it means that those businesses have grown to a point where they are able to withstand what is happening in the market, uh, regardless of the challenges they may get, regardless of whatever comes, they are able to maneuver through them, and they are able to come out stronger, or even to get for example, partnerships, or people like for example, like banks who can partner with them, because for the seasons that have come, they have been able to withstand. Unfortunately, there is the fifth stage, that is the decline stage. The decline stage is a stage where businesses get to a par point. That is where you have, for example, if you are a supply business, you have already been able to supply to the maximum. If you are in production, you are producing to the maximum ability that you can. And unless you bring in more resources to your business, unless you bring in more expertise, or you bring in some technology that was not involved initially, then you might just close your business. And we have seen even businesses which have thrived for many years being closed just because something happened and they reached the par of their industry. Now, there's a graph right here. I would want us to look at it, because this is just what happens to all businesses. It is the business life cycle, just explained in form of a graph. So you are either in the start or in the launch stage. You are either in the growth stage. That means regardless of the economic times that everyone is undergoing, that you are in a good season. You're in the growth stage, and sales are growing day by day. Clients are coming in day by day, and you don't feel the negativity around. Then there is the shakeout stage, and this is where the crisis come out from. This is what causes the crisis, like the one that happened out of COVID-19. There are those people who has just been complaining that COVID-19 came, it affected my business. I've not been able to jump back to the market. I've not been able to produce as much as I used to. And you're wondering, how do I come out of this? And that is the reason for this training, so that we can give you ideas and the secrets that you can use, or some other people who are succeeding or who have already been able to maneuver through are using, so that they come out of this crisis, or they jump back to the profitability, and they are able to move on and to expand their businesses. Now, the economic reality, it is not all dull. I think, let me go back to one slide. Sorry. Yeah, the world's economic position from the crisis, most people, or most business people, this is what they are saying. The economic position with regard to businesses is in a shakeout stage. That is what they are saying out there. This is in turn causing the recession effect in business. Recession means that there is a decline in revenue or sales. If that is that, I think it's more understandable to more people. There is an increase in unemployment levels, because we have even seen, like, people in the hotel industry, for example, those hotels that were locked down out of the recession or the economic crisis that arose from COVID-19, there are people who never reopened their businesses. And out of that, there are people who lost their jobs. There's reduction in demand and hence in output for manufacturers. That means if you are in a production industry, you are most likely to be producing less output, depending with comparison, that is, from what you are producing prior to the current stage. Then there is high cost of living due to inflation. Everyone is complaining about the dollar, and even the cost of production, cost of buying, cost of imports for those who do imports, it has really gone up. Um, nevertheless, Nevertheless, the economic reality, it's not all dull. I wouldn't advise anyone to follow what is happening just because people are saying that uh, the economy has gone down, that there is inflation. Because, however, with the negative effect on the world economic position, there are positive shifts that have happened. For example, the COVID-19 crisis created businesses for some companies, and for the first time, they traded in millions since they began. There are those people, for example, there are people who are being called, like in Kenya, the COVID millionaires. Those are people, the crisis came, it created a market for them, for example, for just things like the face masks. Those people prior, they just used to sell in hospitals, and they will supply one order maybe in a month. No one seemed to care about it. But the moment the COVID-19 happened, they were able to supply orders and even to sell all over. Most of them, if you meet them, they tell you that they couldn't even meet the demand. And out of that, they became millionaires. Of course, there are those maybe who became millionaires because someone somewhere helped them. But in reality, there are those people who did genuine businesses out of the crisis. So it only the determinant factor is how you look into the crisis. There are those people who benefited in it. There are those people who wished even it could take longer, because this is the best time that they did the businesses. Then businesses have re-strategized, and even some gone global still during the crisis. What do you mean? What do we mean by that? There are those businesses who are able even to enter into new markets that they might not have thought about. We have seen, even like, for example, even this training, anyone can join the training from wherever they are. But prior to that, even schools and universities, you had to register and go there physically. But right now, people are able to embrace strategies that can allow you to do business globally without even you having to move from where you are. Then there is the organization of business operations, with people being able to work online, cut on their cost, cut unwanted office spaces and the expenses that come with rent, because you are in a position to just sit even in a small office space. You don't have to meet daily with your team. You can even meet somewhere in a general space and just discuss what you want to do with business. And then after that, you just go back to your stations, and you don't have to keep a very big office space. So that means those people, they have cut on cost. If they were paying an office space of like five office rooms, they don't need all that. They only need one, depending again on the kind of business and the sector that you operate in. Now, what are the four underground secrets? Those people who are thriving in business, those people who are still making profit, what are they using, or what have they done to still remain profitable during this stage? Number one, I will speak about market positioning. What is market positioning? Market positioning, it is the ability to influence customer perception regarding the brand or product relative to competitors. That means that you are able to make your customers buy from you even without you having to explain much from them. Let's compare these two vendors for a moment. My picture number one, it's a person selling groceries in a market. And picture number two is a person selling the same groceries from a supermarket. Picture this in a moment. We'll be comparing different things that uh, regardless of these people having to operate same kind of business, they differ in how their returns will be, in who they will serve. For example, in the market, the number of customers targeted by the first um, person who is selling their products in the market, the customer turn up is low, because they are only waiting for those people who will come to the market purposely just looking for the groceries. But the other person in the supermarket, the customer turnout is customer number turnout is very high. This means they will even benefit from the fact that someone who was not even coming to buy groceries from the supermarket, they might just, by the fact that he's positioned, the fact that he has aligned his goods together with something else that someone may need from the supermarket, you will be forced to just go pick something. And that has happened even to all of us when we are shopping. You go to shop, you go to the supermarket, you just want milk, and then because you have seen cakes in the shelves, you decide that I can't even take tea alone. Let me pick a packet of queen cakes so that I can take both of them together. So the fact that this person who is selling cakes has positioned the cakes in an area where the consumer needs something on a daily basis, which happens to be milk in this aspect, that will cause them to buy the cakes even if you had not budgeted for them. Then let's consider the profit margin. The profit margin for the person selling the groceries from the market, it is very low. If this person is selling, let's say like uh, greens, maybe one bunch of greens they can only sell to a maximum of 10 or 20 shillings. But the person in the supermarket, because they know that the customer turnout is very high, they will put their profit margin to whatever level they want. So when the person in the grocery is selling them at a cost of 20 shillings, the one in the supermarket might put even that in an amount of 30 shillings. And that means that they are not even worried, because when you are picking, the fact that you won't have to pass by the market and you are buying these things at a par will cause you to buy those things together. Then let's discuss about time. The time consumption is high for those people who have positioned their business in the market. than that one who is selling from the supermarket. Why? Because me as a client, I'll choose to go to a place where I'll be able to pick all the products at a go. So if you are selling a product that a client needs, but you have positioned it in your own, maybe in an area where there is no one who is selling something related to what you are selling, the probability of a client leaving their home to just come and pick whatever you want, you might take wronger. But the fact that the other person has positioned their goods in a place where clients are have the probability of passing by, even if that is not the actual thing they came to pick, then it will cause them to just come and buy from you. And that means you'll the fact that they're spending less time not looking after you, that will make them just come and pick it, and they save themselves the time. Let's also consider those people who sell things like even not online, because nowadays we cannot ignore the fact that business has moved digital or even online. Today, if we were doing this training and you had to come for a physical session, maybe most of us wouldn't have made it. But the fact that after all your daily schedule, after doing everything that you had to do, that you are able to come and just sit at the comfort of your home or your office, or as you continue doing your other course, you can even listen to the training. That means it has saved you time. You don't have to close your business so that you can come and attend the training, but that is positioning, because we have given you a platform that is very near, that is saving you time, that is saving you cost, and you are able to still benefit the same way that you'd have come for a physical training. Then the business growth for that person who has not positioned the business in the right way, it is very slow, because the other one is able to grow with other vendors. The moment the others are supplying large quantities of goods, even them, they have to increase their quantities, because that means they are expecting a large turnout of clients. So as the others benefit, they are also able to benefit, and their business grows out of that aspect. Then there is more risk of closure during crisis for that person who is in the market, selling the groceries in the market. I hope you have not forgotten our photo. Let me just show it to you again so that you can picture it again. The guy in the market has more bigger risk of closing the business if a crisis arises. Let's imagine that a fire strikes the market. It means this guy and the goods that he's selling, they will all be burnt out, and maybe the probability that he doesn't even have something like insurance, that will mean that by the time he gathers more any extra capital or gets help from someone, he will have closed the business. Other than that, the person selling groceries from the supermarket, I'm assuming that if you're able to position your goods in a supermarket, for example, let's just call it ABC supermarket. If ABC supermarket has 5 branches and they have given you a tender to supply goods to them, it means you'll be supplying to all supermarkets. And if one supermarket catches fire, that does not mean that you will close your business. Reason being, because you still have stocks or capital in the other branches. So the risk of closing the business is very high on the persons who has positioned their goods in the market, rather than those who have aligned themselves with people selling their goods in related to what they are selling, and that will ensure that their business stays afloat. So, in summary, market positioning demands that you set your business where your target customers are. Before you even sell anything, who are your target customers? If you expect your target customers to be found in the urban market, do not go setting your goods in the rural market and then you expect the people from the urban market to travel from the urban and then travel to where you are. You need to position your goods rightly so that you also ensure that they are able to just consume them, and even save them time. I don't think anyone will be willing to waste their time just because you are selling something that they desire or they want to buy, but your positioning is in a wrong distance. They would rather pay an extra coin to buy even from someone else, or to buy something that is um, most related, or might give them the same related or uh, service, a service that is more closer to what you are offering, that but they might not be willing to come to where you are if you yourself as a vendor or as a seller or as a business person, you're not willing to meet with your customers in the area they are found. Then be visible, either through marketing and availability when your clients call on you. That means you cannot just set up a business and sit down waiting for customers to come. Just do something about it. If you have set up a clothes shop, like in our current day, go online, market your clothes, take photos, make it very easy for your clients to access those goods. Give them options. Allow them to buy online. Deliver unto them. Even if you will charge them maybe like delivery fees, just do whatever you have to do to reach your customers. But you cannot open a business and just sit and no one is knowing about it, and you are not even willing to make them know about it. Just do something about it, because the returns you will get are the effort of the marketing that you do for your business. Then from there, make sure you do excellent customer service. A customer will keep coming back depending on how you treat them. If a customer comes to you the first time and maybe like they buy goods from you, especially for those people who sell goods online, and then by the time you deliver those goods, someone uh, bought maybe a yellow shirt, and then you deliver to them a white shirt, and because they don't even know where your business is located, they can't even reach you. Yes, it's true, they might not return the shirt to you, but that is the end of you and them. That is the end. They won't come back to buy your goods. They won't even contact you. So ensure you fulfill the desires, or you satisfy your customers to the point where they are willing to come back and purchase from you at whichever moment. And that is why you grow even your clientele. Then we are going to discuss the point number 2, opportunistic drive. This is having the intrinsic and extrinsic ability to take advantage of the opportunities that arise. Take note that the intrinsic drive is believing in your inner being that you are able, you are skilled, and doing it to bring out the outcome you expected. That you're not just giving a service or doing business for the sake of making money, but you are doing it because you want to achieve the drive that you have yourself as a person, as a business person. The satisfaction is for you, number one, because even before you satisfy anyone else. Then the extrinsic drive is fulfilling the promise you made to your customers on value, time, quality, and making their expectations become a reality. And I've explained that if you promise people to give them a certain quality of goods or services, make sure and ensure that you fulfill that, because that is the promise you have made, and that is what you will sustain your business even in the days to come. Now, the opportunistic drive, a business person never has a no as the first, a no as a first answer. That means if a customer comes to you and asks, can you deliver this kind of goods? It's either you are very sure, so you tell them, yes, I can. If you're not sure, just tell them to explain further, so that you don't go promising people that you're going to sell something to them, and then you know that you're not able to do that. So just understand them, let them explain, and try to understand what they need. If you're not able to deliver, you cannot sell everything. There is someone else doing it better. But if it's something that you can improve even from what you're producing, or depending on the service you are giving, if it's something that you can modify to fit the expectation or the needs of your customer, then go ahead, but explain yourself and make sure you understand your clients, because that is why you are doing business, to serve them and to make sure that further that their desires are fulfilled. Then number three, we are going to discuss about the visionary leadership. Who is a visionary? This is the person who holds the picture in mind of the future of the business. You are the only one who can light the vision of your business. That means if you started a business, for example, if you have started a manufacturing business, it is you who knows to what extent you would want to see your services or your goods being delivered. If you go to someone, I've written here, not an outsourced business planner. He will take you where he wants to go and not where you want to go. As a visionary, as as the owner of your business, it is you who knows how far you'd want your business to go. If you take your business plan to a person to write for you and you don't even bother to give them the details of what you want, they will imagine that it's themselves doing that business. And so they will be selling their ideas, they will be selling their visions, they will write the mission that they want for themselves. So at the end of the day, you'll have a business plan, but not a business plan that you have owned as a person. So um, regardless of you outsourcing such services, even if someone drafts for you the vision, the mission, and the goals for the business, make sure it is you who explain to them what you want for your business, where you want to go, what are your core values. Let them not sell to you their core values, because you are the visionary, you are the owner of your business. So own it from the beginning and take it to where you want to go. Now, picture or compare these two pictures. This is a picture of a visionary. Number one, as you start your business, you're in picture number one. When you are starting your business, even if it has already taken some time, it is you who knows where you wanted to go. Even if it's 1, 2, 3, or 4 years down the line, you are the one who started the business. You know where it is heading, and you know what you had seen from the beginning. After you have seen it and you have taken a step forward to go and actualize what you want to see in your business and to give back to what you wanted, then you go to picture number two. There is this whole crowd of people. This is your team, your employees, your clients, and everyone else, every partner that you are partnering with in business. You are the guy in the front telling them, this is where I am heading, I just need your support. So if you leave someone to come and become a visionary in your business, it means that they will misdirect you. They might tell you turn right or turn left, whereas you know that this is not the point that I was supposed to turn from. So own your business and let everyone else follow, because you are the one who knows where you are going. We are going to discuss briefly 4 essays of a visionary. You cannot take people where you have never been. So the 4 essays of a visionary, in brief, see it. Like in the first photo, that guy stood, even if in the mind, it's a picture in the mind, and he has seen, if it's a manufacturing company, he has already seen himself holding a very, very big a company that has grown and is supplying locally and internationally. Then after he has internalized everything and he has taken a step to go and actualize it, he shares it with the team, because the team was not there. The team is not the dreamer. The team is not the visionary. He shares the vision with them. He tells them, this is where I want to go. And because I cannot go alone, I want you to come and offer your support. So come offer your services, come support me in doing some 1, 2, 3 things. And then this is where I want to head to. So support me as I get there. Then he goes out there and takes a step further to secure what he has seen. That means if the team, he has explained to the team that I need to go and buy land somewhere, I need to build maybe something, the properties, I need to acquire vehicles. He goes and secures everything. like purchasing or something, or even entering into business agreements with people who he thinks that these are the people I need in my business for the sake of where I am heading, then succeed through it. This means that he will not give up until the vision he had from the beginning has been actualized, has been born, is already manifesting. But that does not mean that he crosses or winds up the business. It means that he starts living the dream that he saw in the beginning, to make it better, to grow it to higher levels, and also to just benefit other people, because the vision lives beyond you. It's not just about you. It involves the society, it involves the team that you're working with, it involves everyone else. So he sells the vision to them. He sees it, goes and shares the vision with the team, secures everything that he needs, and then he succeeds with others for the sake of where they are going and for the sake of tomorrow. Now, finally, I will discuss point number 4: financial literacy. Regardless of what kind of business you are doing, regardless of whether you loved mathematics or you didn't love mathematics, you have to be financial literate if you are going to operate a business. Financial literacy, it is the knowledge of how to make smart decisions with money. And because every business cannot operate without money, that means you don't need to be a pro in finances or in mathematics. You just need to understand how things work. We have said in the previous point that you are the visionary. So if the visionary does not understand how the money decisions are being made in the business, it means someone else will come and make the decisions, will come and take over and learn the show, and you'll be lost. You won't understand what happened. If a downfall comes, you won't understand what caused it, and you won't even have anyone maybe to even explain that to you. So every business owner should be equipped with financial knowledge, regardless of whether they are outsourcing the skills or not. You should make it your priority to learn and equip yourself with basic skills that you are using in your business in all departments. So even if you are outsourcing maybe the financial services, and of course as it grows, you'll always need to employ an accountant, someone to just help you with registrations and such things depending on what is happening. And that is why in uplift management, together with other stakeholders in and experts in other departments, um, we are learning a 5-day virtual masterclass. So in this masterclass, you'll learn how to start your business. If you are in a starting point and you don't even know what to understand, we'll teach you the business strategies, what happens, how to budget your business, different things that happen so that you can streamline and manage your business, small business, or even if it has already grown, like a pro during the hard times and even in other times, because the strategies they flow throughout all the businesses. It only depends with where you are at. Then we'll have an expert who will be explaining to us how to do good, light debt management. He will give us the strategies. He will help us to bounce back. I know there are some of us, or even most of us, who entered into a lot of debts during the recession or the moment of crisis, as we have discussed earlier. And even as you are trying to balance things here and there for your business, for your personal needs, you found yourself in a debt crisis. So we will have an expert to teach us on that and how we can bounce back. Then we'll have a tax expert, because the tax expert will help you understand what the taxman wants. Right now, there are so many taxes which have been introduced. You might be a business person, but you have no understanding of what is happening. So don't leave that to your accountant alone. Come and get an understanding, so that even if when you receive reports of what is happening, you'll be in a better position to answer the questions and also to make the decision for yourself. And of course, we'll have a personal finance expert who will explain to us as a person, as an individual, what do you need to do with your money. And I know all of us, we need this class because in one way or the other, we are in one or if not all of these categories. And we'll be here to teach you. So let me explain the details for the finance for the class. So I've explained what we'll be learning in the master class, and it will involve the business structures, the accounting skills, the financial statement, the taxation, and everything that happens in the business so that we can keep our businesses running afloat and also remain profitable. So how do you register for the master class? We'll share with you the links so that you can follow the link. The cost is 2,500. It has been partly sponsored by those people because they want you to benefit. They want you to bounce back into business. And if you are just starting, they want to equip you earlier enough before you get yourself in a crisis. So that's it for me from today. For today, I hope all of us have benefited and we are going to apply what we have learned. Thank you.
Awesome. That was amazing. Please, if you have a question, drop it and we can be able to respond. Lucy says, thank you. I've learned a lot. You're welcome. Would you like to have more of this? Would you like to have more conversation around business, money, or how to grow, how to develop? Let me know in the chat if this sounds like a good idea to you. If you have a question, just put on the chat or the comment section and we can be able to see it. Awesome. For those who have signed up for the market, for the challenge, so we're gonna meet next from Monday. Have a blessed evening. Grace, you have any last message?
Uh, I would say that we don't give up. Businesses are still thriving regardless of what is happening. We are still in a good season. We only need to position ourselves rightly and also to jump up. When an opportunity comes, jump up. Be an opportunist. Take up the oppositions that comes and just sign up. If you get an order to do something or a client who needs your services, deliver them to your best and you shall sustain them for the rest of the stay of your business. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's connect on.